prospering through our partnership with God. You can have money and still feel empty if you build it alone. God didn't design prosperity to isolate you. He designed it for you to be able to impact others. Same scripture, in the beginning, God. Let's focus on the word God, what it means. Elohim shows us that increase happens through unity. In Acts 2, believers shared what they had, and God added daily. That's the divine rhythm. That is generosity that multiplies. That's hard to say. Financial partnership means inviting God into your stewardship and others into your generosity. God, this is your money. You gave it to me. I've started being obedient and putting aside a few pennies every payday. What do you want me to do with it? God, this is your money. The paycheck is yours. What do you want me to do with it? Pay my bills. Set aside some for you, and set aside some for others, and set aside some for my future. Okay, sir, I'll do that. Oh, I've got a good little nest egg right now, or I've got $20 right now for the others. Is there anybody who needs it more than me that you want me to give it to? That's partnering with God, and God will always give you more than you bless. You can't outbless God. When He asks you to give, it may feel like a sacrifice. But if you're obedient, there's times I've seen God says, give your last. I'm like, okay, if it's my last, what difference does it make to me whether I've got it or not? And I give it, and then out of the blue, someone blesses me with more than what I give. I'm not going to say it's double. I'm not going to tell you it's triple. I'm not going to tell you it's 100-fold, all the fancy stuff. But I'm going to say, majority of time, lots of times in my life, I'll give someone my last nickels. And God will come back and someone will say, I was thinking about you. I just want to bless you. And we get that holy handshake, and they've got a couple bills in there. And I'm like, God's good. Thank you. You're not just earning for yourself, you're building for His kingdom. Ask yourself, who benefits when I prosper? You, your family, your friends, your neighborhood, because they see something that isn't normal. They see something that shouldn't be being done by you, but God is blessing you and you're doing it. You change them because your faithfulness in your financial journey. So how are you doing this? We know you make less or as much as us, and we can't get by. What's different? And you start sharing the principles that God's teaching you. Use your resources to lift others, to sow into the kingdom. Mentor someone financially. As you learn something, share it. Partner with causes that reflect God's heart. When your money aligns with His mission, it becomes a ministry. When you release control and embrace partnership, you'll discover that your supply multiplies. It's His money anyway. Use it the way He wants, and He'll be like, I can give you more. I trust you with a little. Now I can trust you with a little more. If you want abundance, you got to give abundantly. Listen to what He's telling us. Where and when and how. Abundance doesn't mean empty your bank account, empty this or that. Abundance means when you're down to $10 and He asks you to give that $10, that's abundance. That's abundance to a lot of people. Well, I might need that to eat tomorrow. But yes, sir. And then you get taken out to a nice fancy restaurant through the boss and a co-worker just because. And be like, man, I couldn't afford to eat here anyway. But bless God, they took me there. See, there's little things God does that we don't even notice and we forget to thank Him for. Because heaven never runs dry when your generosity reflects His nature. We're not going to outgive God. So think about that. Lord, thank You for trusting me with resources. Help me to see money as a tool for ministry and not a trophy for pride. I don't want a number for number's sake. I don't want a number because it'll feel good that I can have this style of life. I'm building what I am personally building to bless those that are after I'm gone. I'm going to mandate to build my nest egg as big as possible, so when I take my last breath, I have left a kingdom-impacting nest egg that will bless people for generations. That's my goal. The least of those, the guy that didn't have 2 nickels to rub together 3-4 years ago, is wanting to leave a nest egg so huge that it's going to be able to bless generations. That's my goal. It's not for me. It's for the blessings of those that will be left behind. Some of it for my family, some of it for my friends, most of it for the kingdom. Thank you for trusting me with your resources, Father. Help me to see money as a tool for ministry, not a trophy for pride. It's fascinating. It's not about me. It's all about the kingdom. But when we listen to people talk, I don't have enough. I. It ain't about me. And I've already told the Father, my lifestyle is not going to change much. There's a few things that need to change, but it's not going to change much. I'm not going to go buy a fancier car or a fancier house or a bigger this or a bigger that or change that. There's a few things that have to change, but most of it is getting pumped right into my base 35 and letting it just churn and build for the kingdom. That's my goal. And then in the future, create a business that's built to create businesses, that's built to bless families when they're in the times of need with a place to stay or a vehicle to use. That's why I'm building it. What is your why? Figure out your why and let the Father build your nest egg. See you next time.